The new direction for East versus West is that we'll try to.
So we've got a bit of an update from Dexter Tan at East versus West, and there's some valuable information that I'll kind of summarize, but I do want to cover this one point that he made about the direction that East versus West is going to take. So let's have a listen here.
Best, and I've kind of spoken to Benji about it. The new direction for East versus West is that we'll try to be a little bit more open, free speech. I mean, time and time again, we've always said we've allowed people to kind of criticize us, basically. And it's not the end of the world to be criticized, because among all the criticism, sometimes you find a few good nuggets in there, that you could actually implement as in a.
And I think that's a fantastic stance for a business. Before he mentioned that, he was basically referring to how the YouTube channel, East versus West YouTube channel, and one of the Facebook pages had a long list of people who were banned because of things they said. And, we know whose side was deleting comments and banning people just for having a different opinion. So I'm really glad that he clarified that the direction of East versus West is moving towards having free speech. And yeah, it's okay to have constructive criticism. I'm not just going to ban everyone just because they have a different opinion. That's pretty much tyrant behavior. But other than that, in this podcast here, which is actually still ongoing, but I watched basically an hour in so far, so I can kind of summarize a lot of what happened. And he mentioned that Vitaly and Devin had a discussion with Robert and Alex, the translator, so they went over some details regarding the match potentially happening. So he hinted at it is possible that maybe Vitaly can get on the Shaw Classic card, but it's also possible that maybe Devin will not pull right against Alex on that card. Maybe he will save it for a future event if it's only 2 weeks later or something like that. That was kind of the what I was picking up on there. He made it not entirely clear about everything that they decided because that's conversation that's going on behind closed doors there. But some other updates he gave was that Coach Ray is going to be there at the event at the Shaw Classic, and also he said they're probably going to announce another 5 or 6 matches by the end of the week or so for the Shaw Classic. And he said that those matches that have already been announced through Brian Shaw, these ones right here, are going to be included in the pay-per-view. So obviously we got the Todd Hutchings, Dave Chafee match, and then the Devin Alex on both arm, and then potentially 5 or 6, maybe if it's including those 2 matches that were announced, maybe other 3 or 4 or something like that. But that was pretty much an update as far as some information there that was on Dexter's live stream. Definitely, I'll put the link in the description. Watch that so you can catch up on some of those updates. Those were kind of the main ones I wanted to highlight there. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section and the direction that East versus West is going. Hit like and subscribe as well for more arm wrestling videos. Thanks.